They say money should not be a driving factor in anything that you do. Where there's a dream, money always follows. Today I have a phenomenal woman with me on the show. Her name is DUDU MANHENga. Hi ma'am, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Zolile. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Good.
So, I've grown up watching you on TV, listening to your music, and I was like, okay, there she is. I would love her to be on my show one day.
Thank you for having me.
Rock Bottom is just a show that is designed to motivate and inspire through one's testimony. And I believe your life can be a testimony that can help somebody's life. So would you care to introduce yourself? Who really is DUDU MANHENga?
Okay, so my name is DUDU MANHENga, and born DUDUZILE Tracy MANHENga. Yeah, now DUDUZILE Tracy MANHENga Mparutsa, Mrs. Mparutsa. I was born and raised in Makeleni, born in 1981, in Phumula, born at Pelandawa Clinic, and grew up there, went to school there from grade 1 up to A level, and was just passionate about music. And I think I always wanted to be in front of people somehow. Okay. Just giving of myself, of the gifts that I have. So it's always been in front of the cameras, in front of a whole crowd. And it's just been the most beautiful experience that I've had. And I don't think it has felt like work any day. So I liked your quote when you say money follows where passion is. And so when you have a passion, there are things that then begin to follow you because you're just pursuing what you love.
Okay, just to try and divert a little bit. What happened to the Ndebele accent, to the Ndebele tone? You seem to kind of lost it. I
No,
hear
but
you born in Matebeleland and grew up there. What
really,
happened?
you know what? When I speak to people, they say to me, "You are Ndebele,"
So
because they will catch me. How uyakhuluma isiNdebele? So ngasixoxele nje from the beginning, phela.
No, don't worry. No, let's not go there. Okay, so continue with your story then.
Yeah, so I think I've really always loved to be in front of people, sharing of myself, like I was saying. So it was never really hard to choose which career path to take. I was clear from the onset that this is what I wanted to do.
Okay, fine. Take us the peak of your career. When was the peak of your career? When you made the hit that really discovered the DUDU that everyone else knows?
I don't know. Maybe I've had many peaks.
Okay, like
I think the very first peak was when I started touring with Oliver Mtukudzi. I was like 20 years old, just studying at the Zimbabwe College of Music, and one of his singers wasn't well, and they were looking for someone to replace who could just work and catch the music just like that. And I got the opportunity to be working with Oliver. Great energy on stage, just great personality, presence. You know, you'd be backstage with Mdara. We always called him Mdara. You'd be backstage with Mdara and you are having, Coke Nema Banzi. And then when he's introduced on stage, suddenly he becomes this huge person. I think for me, that's where the performer in me was born, being on stage with him. I was quite shy, by the way. I was quite shy.
You don't strike me like someone else.
I used to be quite shy. I would sing a song and then stand back and not say a word. But after I worked with Tuku, that performer in me just was born. And then thereafter, I got an opportunity to work with Tango Ekwasando. Oh my God. The musicianship with that guy, he is particular and very meticulous, that's the word. Yes, he is to the detail. And you would come into the rehearsal room and for the first hour, you are just running through the scales to get the sound right. You have to get it right. So for me, just that balance of those two amazing icons in our country. One birthed the performer, and then the other birthed the creative, the meticulous musician that I believe I grew to be.
So can we say for you it was easy, for your path was already designed, you just followed it? What really convinced everyone around you to, let's just let this kid be? Because you're 20 and you've already started touring. Some of us, when we were 20,
actually started really working in the music professionally. By professional, I mean getting paid at the age of 16.
Okay.
So I just want to thank God for my mother, I think, really, that she just said, okay, this is what you want to do, but there has to be rules around it. So at the age of 16, I would have these guys coming and picking me up at home, going for a performance and coming and dropping me off at home, like sign in, sign out of the parcel because I was so young. I think she also saw the passion that I had, and the deal that we had is that you maintain your straight A's, because I was also an A-class student at school, academically. So as long as you maintain your A's, I can allow you to do this. The day you flunk, that's it.
There's no choice.
Yes.
So how did you manage the fame and the limelight at that tender age? Because you remember, you're still in school, you're 16, you're going to gigs, and the fame when you come back to school, like, no, I was on tour. How did you manage that?
Well, I think the touring started a little later when I was no longer in high school. But up to A level at school, I was just, always that child that's looked at. But I had a mother who beats. My mother didn't spank, she beat. So you the way you are raised, I think, most of the times will regulate how what you become. I mean, sometimes we grow up and we make different choices. But at the time, under my mother's eye and guidance, I knew that whatever I did to get out of the way, she was there ready to beat you.
Okay, nice. So any accolades, any awards?
Interestingly enough, in my country, I only got nominations, which is quite interesting.
Is acknowledgement as well.
Well, nominations. But one of the biggest awards that I received was in 2012 at another peak of my career. I was invited to come and perform for the Pope in Milan. 700,000 people in attendance, 2.7 watching online. And I received an award from what is called the Grand Prix. The previous year, the same award had been given to the granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi, which is quite an honor. Wow. So that was, for me, the highlight, the peak. Yeah.
So, saying back home, are you saying you're not received well back home?
Not at all. I am beautifully received at home. I am celebrated. I think I really feel that I've been celebrated. I've had a lot of acknowledgement and recognition from, like I remember the Zimbabwe Women's Magazine wrote a huge article about me, and I was given a certificate of recognition. Woman Excel has recognized me, and another Victory Awards locally has recognized me. And I've had also the opportunity to travel on behalf of my country. I remember when we had the UNWTO, I was the artist who went to South Korea to go and bid for it to be done here on behalf of my country. So I've had a lot of opportunities. I've performed over lunch for the late and past President Robert Mugabe. And so I really believe that I have been well received. I've had also just the people in the streets allowing me to be auntie and mama to their children. I think sometimes that's the highest. People allowing me into their homes to mentor their children at certain levels. For me, that's the, I guess.
To jump in there, because I see the auntie in you starting to take over. We'll continue after this short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short message.